So I wanted to ask you a question about
Yes.
an older mentor passing the torch to a younger female, right? To passing of the torch. So a question for you, because
Okay.
we see it done often. It's often not done particularly
But like
well.
careful. He's
All right,
careful.
Ryan.
Careful. Why did you
Well,
know? Yeah, yeah, he's careful.
I know.
You're about
So
to get
no,
on the list.
so we have Luke and Ray, not done particularly well. We
It's
have
garbage.
Indiana Jones and Helena.
Yeah,
Again,
yeah.
not particularly done well. But
Barely
what?
remember that movie.
And speaking of, so the same director of that movie did Logan, and it was done very well. Why did it work in
Really?
Logan? Yeah, James Mangold. He made Logan and he made Indiana Jones. Although I'm
Oh.
sure that was absolutely studio interference.
Yeah, probably
Yeah,
probably a little bit more.
I'm
Yeah.
sure. So how come Logan
Yeah.
works so well and these other examples don't?
I cannot speak on the Indiana Jones. Even though I saw the
Mhm.
movie, I was really tired and no part of it really kept me awake.
Okay.
So I don't know enough about the
Mhm.
character.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna watch it again. So but in terms of Ray,
By the way, everyone
uh,
doesn't like Phoebe Waller-Bridge. She was amazing in Fleabag. You should watch it if you haven't watched it. You and the audience. Okay, go ahead.
I
I don't
so
know if you knew any of the. I
uh,
just so because this is not some kind of like anti-women, anti Phoebe Waller-Bridge
not
thing.
at all,
Like
not at all, not at all, not at all.
she makes good stuff,
People
But
make
again,
bad
it
stuff.
didn't work in the movie.
Um, why didn't why didn't Ray work? Well, I mean, kind of easy. Ray really didn't have an interesting character arc. Um, yeah, she really didn't have much of an interesting character arc. I think it would be more interesting. Also, too, she didn't have interesting her character arc by herself. Then the
Mhm,
return of Luke
mhm.
wasn't done in a way that people liked. No one liked seeing how Luke was in
That's
general,
true.
right? So that also doesn't really
Oh,
doesn't
so
help.
wait,
Like,
hold on though,
go ahead, go ahead.
because with this, I just want to point out that like you're gonna say like like Luke was like old and broken down and sad and pathetic.
Yeah, yeah.
Logan at the end of Logan was also broken down and kind. I mean, well, but I guess that's part of it. He actually still he was broken down, but he could still go. So maybe
Yes, he
that's part
could.
of it. And the same thing with Indiana Jones. He was like an old broken down version. So that also comes with the trope. But all right, go ahead.
It also does come with the trope. Why don't
Mhm.
people like Ray? I think people wait. Why don't people like Ray or the
Like
relationship,
why
right?
didn't they like the
The
passing the
passing
torch
on.
from Luke to Ray specifically? I mean, her character arc was a flat line. That's part of it.
That's that is pretty interesting because I'm trying to think of Dan. What's the name of X23 Danielle something with a D, right? Can we
Now
just
I
keep
forgot her name. I feel like I had it in my head.
um I'll I'll
Bring it.
look it up. We'll find
Yeah,
it.
Laura.
Oh, Laura. Yeah,
Yeah,
I saw something with a D.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Laura. I don't know
Maybe you're
why.
thinking of his son.
Because
Hmm.
I'm thinking about like how Laura was in the movie. Like she didn't speak English,
Mhm,
so I was like, all right, so you have the dialogues up there.
mhm,
I mean, she didn't really. She was a good. I mean, her fighting scenes were dope, so everyone liked that about her.
mhm.
But then, I mean, Ray was fighting, so I don't really. There's no reason to
Did she
think.
have any good fights?
Yeah, the Last Jedi, and I remember liking Last Jedi,
Mhm.
and originally when I saw it. So, um,
Really?
yeah, I mean, I'm not the biggest Star Wars person anyway. I was like,
Mhm,
oh, it's okay.
mhm.
It's all right. I
I
didn't
really
really.
like The Force Awakens. So
I mean, that was everything. Everyone kind of liked that one,
yeah,
except
that's
for the fact that she beat Kylo Ren, which made no sense. But
well, that's part of it though too, right? I mean, she was too. She didn't. Okay, I think I got it. I think
okay,
you talking to it. I actually didn't have an answer to this question, but you just pointed it out because X23 Laura, she was already good at fighting too, right?
yes,
She beat up a whole bunch of guys.
yes,
She didn't. So she still had things to learn from Logan, right? Logan
Ye-
had to learn to love. Basically, he learned from her, and he had to teach her like how to be a human.
mhm,
So there was like a symbiotic relationship there.
mhm,
Ray really didn't have much to learn from Luke.
mhm, mhm,
I
mhm.
mean, she could already basically do everything, and it's the same thing with Helena and Phoebe Waller-Bridge's character. She was already
Good.
she didn't really have anything to learn from Indy, so
The
that might
word
be
that
part of it.
the word that came in my mind was vulnerability, in
Mhm,
a sense, like
mhm,
Laura was kind. Also because she's a kid, people, even though
mhm,
she's super killing everyone.
Yeah.
Like the fact of like all these people just trying to grab a kid and like
Mhm.
do whatever to her. Everyone's already like a little bit more invested in
Yeah,
that.
no, you're right.
And then Logan's coming in helping this little kid,
Mhm.
out, even though she's
Right.
a murderer.
No, she's right. She's
She's
strong. No, you have the perfect word though. She is really
yeah,
strong.
but she's
Like,
on the hunt.
but
She's
she
in danger.
yeah, but she is still vulnerable. That is a good word.
Yeah, you feel like she's still in
Mhm.
danger. And I guess whereas Ray never really felt like Ray was in danger. I don't think of any moment where I felt like Ray was in
Mhm.
danger.
Right, and I also
I mean,
don't think there was any moments where she was vulnerable.
yeah. I mean, and mind you, not. I don't think anyone thought that Laura was gonna die or anything like that.
No, 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 no.
But
But no, you're right. No, your word is already you win. You got it. Like the
okay.
vulnerability. Like she was still emotionally too, right? Not even just grabbing her, but she wasn't like, perfectly like if someone was able to capture her and talk to her, they could probably break her mentally
Yeah,
because she
maybe
had been
right.
through so much, right? I
She's a
mean,
kid, right? And
yeah,
she was already in captivity.
yeah, exactly.
She was trying to just keep away from captivity.
Hmm.
That was her goal. She was
Right.
captive. Ray
Ray literally got captured, and I had no. They tried to use like Jedi mind trick on her, right? And
on
she
her,
couldn't,
something like
or
that. I don't
no,
know.
that was with Leia. Oh, that's another one. Leia and
Right? People
Obi
like
Wan
her.
Kenobi. No, no, yeah, no, not the awesome Carrie Fisher Leia, the little kid Leia,
Who was
who
really just
also mhm,
outrunning like adult men.
yep, and she was resistant to the Force somehow, of Reba. Anyway, but that is
Yeah.
another example, I guess. Now that you mentioned it, but yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
it worked really well in Logan, and it doesn't work otherwise. And I was just wondering, like, why is that? But I think that's correct. Same thing. Even though she was a little kid, she was never really vulnerable, even when she got captured.
Well, that was kind of the problem with how Hollywood recently
Mhm,
and many more projects than they should be have
mhm,
just been portraying. They don't give the female characters enough vulnerability, when and especially when they're dealing with established male characters. It's like, nah, yeah, probably the established male character was vulnerable before,
mhm,
which is possibly, Luke.
absolutely.
Yeah, you saw Luke
Yeah.
grow. Indiana. I'm not the biggest Indiana fan, but I'm
Mhm.
sure he
Oh,
had
same. Yeah,
losses.
I mean,
But I'm sure that I'm guessing. Let's just say if I'm wrong, guys,
mhm,
put it in the comments and complain there. But aside from that, yeah, like where's the vulnerability in the strong female characters that they
mhm,
have now? What's fun? So I was thinking about it when I was watching Gen V because they put out the first 3 episodes. Right, and so the main character is a woman.
mhm,
It's a black female. I don't think she's uh in the LGBTQ plus
yeah, of the
community. So
gang.
she's of the gang. So gang. Slurp ice cream. I'm trying to get some subscribers for my for that. You know what I'm doing, right?
I
But
understand, yeah, but if
okay.
people don't, they are
No,
going to
I
be like, "What a freak." That is why.
I think the NPC models, whatever it is, it's stupidness.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, with her, so she's so I was watching the show, and I think I was watching episode 2, and I was there, and then it hit me. I was like, oh, I was like, the main character of this is a female. Oh, okay. Why did it take me so long to even like like up to the
Mhm,
second episode to like even actually just hit my mind? Oh, I'm actually
mhm,
following the female character around. I was like, oh, because she's not a perfect character. She's just a well written character.
mhm.
I was like, she's
Yeah.
just. I mean, I'm not gonna get into it just in case you watch it, but
Mhm,
I don't like her decisions. She makes good decisions. She makes bad decisions. She has a good start that
mhm,
brings in to like show why she's kind of the way she is emotionally.